All right, what's up, Cardinal fans? It's TRL coming back with another Cardinals content video. And as we're getting ready for kickoff, it's 1 week away between the Cardinals and Chiefs. Once again, before I get into the topic, it turns out I will not be able to go live for the Week 1 game against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I apologize for letting you guys know right now. For those of you guys that don't follow me on Twitter, then you guys wouldn't know right now. I told you guys on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. But I will not be going live for Kansas City and AZ Week 1. I will come back for Week 2 against the Raiders and Cardinals. So make sure to stop by for that. I can't wait. It'll be a great game. But topic at hand right here. I'm just going to make a discussion right here that I feel like there could be a lot of good opinions, a lot of good discussions made about this topic. But I just want to know, and I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So the topic of this is which wide receiver on our team will be better with Deandre Hopkins suspended. Now, you guys know he's suspended for the first 6 games already. It turns out his suspension will, after all, not be lowered after there was a little tiny bit of hope that it would. But obviously, they're out. He's out for 6 games. And we still have somewhat of a balanced receiving core, at least in my opinion we do. Now, the receivers, Hollywood Brown, Rondale Moore, Antoine Wesley, Greg Dortch, and Andy Isabella. Now, a couple of those guys may not even touch the field. They might get a few snaps in. Obviously, we're missing our star receivers, so we may put some of our backups like Andy Isabella and Greg Dortch in the game to see what they can do, see if they can make some plays with us. But I'm going to start off with what Hollywood Brown can do for us. Now, you guys already know it's his first year in Arizona. He has a completely different head coach with a completely new system, with a completely new team. So if you guys want to say he may not be as productive as we think, I can understand that. But he's most likely going to start off as our wide receiver 1 without DeAndre Hopkins. Now, when he was in Baltimore, obviously they were a run-first team, especially with Lamar Jackson's ability to run the ball. But despite all of that, Hollywood Brown still managed to have over 1,000 yards last season. Now, a lot of people, and this is one of the worries that I have with Hollywood on our team, is that sometimes he'll drop the ball even when the quarterback throws a dime at him, and occasionally he's kind of scared to get hit. Now, the first part, dropping the ball so much, in my opinion, he has a better accurate quarterback now because you guys remember Kyler Murray was second in completion percentage last year. His accuracy has been getting better as his years have gone by, and it's only going to get better. So with Kyler Murray, they already have chemistry. They went to the same college. I think it's going to stick. Is Hollywood going to drop the ball a couple times? Maybe, because that's what he's known for doing, at least when he was in Baltimore. He may do it a few times here. We don't know, but despite all of that, I still think he's going to have a better connection and a better duo with Kyler Murray and with the play calling and Cliff Kingsbury, especially with the offense that we run. I think he'll work very well in the scheme. I think it'll be easier for him, and I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about him being in our new system and what do you guys think his stat line is going to be this season. Now, when it comes to Rondale Moore, I think he's definitely going to make that year 2 leap. Now, I don't know how he'll do when Hopkins comes back because he'll probably be our wide receiver 3 by then because Hollywood and D-Hop, those are probably going to be the guys that are just ahead of him because that's just how it is. Obviously, Rondale Moore, though, he's going to get a huge increase in the system on this team, especially with Christian Kirk gone and Hopkins suspended. We're going to need a second guy to step it up, and he's definitely going to be that guy. I don't know if he's still going to be our kick returner, our punt returner, but we'll see how that goes. That also may be another thing. We may be putting Andy Isabella or Greg Dortch there, which I also wouldn't mind because they were both pretty good at returning the ball in the preseason. But when it comes to Rondale Moore, his speed is able to cause a huge, great deep threat, especially with Kyler Murray's ability to throw the ball way down deep in the end zone and make a deep play. We saw it a lot last year, especially in the first half of the season, which is what we're going to need with DeAndre Hopkins out. Now, Rondale Moore, I know people say, oh, he only had 1 touchdown last year. The thing is, he wasn't really – last year, it was his rookie season. We were still developing him. The thing is, he was mostly a special teams returner in his rookie season. He did have a decent amount of yards, but obviously you also have to remember it was his rookie year, and we had Hopkins, Christian Kirk, even AJ Green was somewhat getting more plays than he was at the time. So, but now that it's his second year and he's going to understand the system a lot more. He's going to get a huge, bigger role on this team, and I'm looking forward to it. Once again, I don't know how he's going to do when Hopkins comes back. He may take a slight bit of a decrease. I think he'll be a great deep threat, but the problem is he is around the same height as Hollywood, but I think he's a little bit shorter. So the thing is, with Kyler Murray's ability to throw, I just hope he doesn't overthrow Rondale Moore a lot, which could be a little bit of an issue. Even though Rondale's got speed, which is a big impact despite the height. So we'll see where that is. But obviously, and a guy who I think is going to have an underrated season is Antoine Wesley. We saw him last year when Hopkins went down with his injury and was out for the rest of the season. He made a lot of great plays. Now, we didn't really win a lot of games in the second half last year with Hopkins out. But in the games that, even when we lost, he still made those plays that somewhat kept us in the game, and especially that game against the Cowboys where we won. He made a lot of good plays, was able to pull off the win for us. Now, let me know what you guys think about that. Obviously, now that he's back on the team, we'll see what he does. I think he's going to have a very underrated season, but we'll see how that goes. And let me know who you guys think is going to be the better receiver out of those guys without DeAndre Hopkins. Me personally, I think the receiver that is going to have the best 6 games that Hopkins does not play is Rondale Moore. That's where I would be at as of right now. I understand Hollywood. He's got speed too. He's definitely going to have great chemistry with Kyler Murray, but like I said, he's in a brand new system, brand new head coach, a brand new team, brand new everything. So it may take him a little bit of time to get used to the playbook. It may take him a little bit of time to get used to being on the field with his new teammates, his new quarterback. But when it all comes in together, he's going to have a really good season, even with Hopkins coming back. As of right now, I'm going to stick to Rondale Moore. I think he'll have the better 6 games, but that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, who do you guys think is going to have the best season with Hopkins being out for the first 6 games on that suspension? Leave a like, comment, and sub if you're new to the channel. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.